I'm Dr. Amy Shah, and welcome to another episode of the Save Yourself podcast. You guys are going to love this one, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an intro because I think when you hear David Beckham talk about his health, you might need some context. And so I heard him speak, and I was with him pretty much all day that day. I got a lot of insight about his health habits and what he likes to do and his fitness and food. I think you'll get a lot out of it. So this episode is really special. I was able to interview him one-on-one when I was in New York for an IM8 health conference. It was a launch of their drink. So this drink is like a morning drink. I actually have it every morning. It's like a multivitamin, 90 plus ingredients in it. He actually thought of the idea along with his co-founder, and they basically were like thinking of what can we do in the morning that's simple? Because a lot of us are crazed, rushing around, and we need something that is simple, but also tested for efficacy, also tested for heavy metals, also tested in humans. And so I loved that it has a lot of scientific rigor around it. But anyways, enough about that. I want to tell you about my experience and about talking to David Beckham about his life. So he talked about his routine. He lives in a place where he has access to his chickens and a lot of nature time, which I loved because I think this is something that we are so missing in our world. So he talked about his morning. In the morning, he wakes up really early. He said earlier than everyone, kind of goes downstairs and has his coffee. And then soon his daughter wakes up and he takes her to school. And then every single morning, him and Victoria go and work out together with his trainer, Bobby. Now, his trainer, Bobby, was sitting at my table, and he was wonderful, like such an amazing guy. And he travels with David, and he was talking about all the kind of workouts that they do. Now, they do a lot of jiu-jitsu type training. They do a lot of kind of martial arts type training, but they also do a lot of cardio and weights. So they mix it up every single day, and both of them do it together. So I thought that was really special and a nice routine. They make it really easy. They're like every day, same time, same place. They're doing something. And he admitted that he enjoys the days where they're doing more of the strength-based workouts. That's what he's really loving right now, which is not surprising. I think everybody's kind of really loving those strength-based workouts. So after he does his workout, and then he goes and has his IM8 drink, and then he starts his day with a breakfast, and he pretty much talks about how he just tries to eat clean. As he's getting older, he's really, really concerned about getting enough nutrients and vitamins and more protein and fiber. And of course, they have someone to help with the cooking. And then he picks up his daughter every day and then has meetings. And of course, this is not when he's not traveling. So he talked a lot about the fact that he really values his home routine, his home life, his wife, his kids. And he also talked about how in the evenings he really prioritizes sleep. He says he struggles with sleep, and this is something he's really working on. So you'll hear in the interview him talking a little bit about the sleep part. But what I thought was really interesting about him that I wanted to give you insight on is that he is one of the busiest people in the world. I would say, on the top tier, very busy. But number one, he was not rushed when he was talking to me. He didn't seem rushed the whole day. And I thought that was a very big thing that I wanted to convey to you, because I think a lot of us think to be successful, to be happy, to do all the things you want to do, that you have to be rushing all the time, that you have to be juggling a lot of things, that there's no time for nature, there's no time for workouts, there's no time for sleep. But he displayed the opposite. And I want to emphasize that to you because I have to tell myself this all the time, that big things do not come to overwhelmed, rushed people. You want to take your time. You want to plan your meals. You want to have some downtime in the morning. You want to have your workouts every day. You want to have a routine. You want to get your daylight, the circadian rhythms. I think those were my big takeaways. And especially as you age, and for women especially, we thrive, our bodies thrive on that nature, that movement, that sunlight, the community. And to think that you're too busy or that you don't have time for that is just the wrong message that society tells us. In fact, the busier you are, the more successful you are, the more you want to thrive in your life, you have to have that opposite downtime. Downtime meaning that time in the sun, time with friends, time with good food, time with your trainer. Who, his trainer's like his best friend. His wife is his best friend. They work out together every day. It was clear to me that he believes in community, that he believes in recovery, that he believes in nutrition. And so I thought for me, it was a big lesson that I wanted to share with you, that really we need to prioritize all of this. And it's not a nice to have, it's a must have. In fact, it's like the harder you want to go in life, the more recovery and attention you have to pay to the other side of things. So I want to preface this interview with telling you about that, because I think that a lot of people, as they get busy in life, they have kids, they have jobs, we all think that these are nice to haves. Like in my old life, I used to believe that having some time to, walk around in nature was a luxury. And it's really, now I realize like I have to include it in my day-to-day life. So I hope you enjoy the interview. And, I really enjoy talking to these high performers, because I think from spending time with him, I was able to glean a few things that I think could be really helpful to you. And so enjoy, and we'll see you on the other side. David Beckham, so excited to see you and ask you some health and wellness questions.
Absolutely.
So try not to make it too hard.
Okay.
What are the top 3 things that you're doing in 2025 for today and for tomorrow? The today person and the tomorrow person.
Well, obviously, IM8. That's
delicious.
One of the things that I'm doing.
Why?
Because I feel that it makes a real difference to my health, to my gut, to my energy, to my focus. I've been on it for the last 6 months, and I felt a real difference, which is one of the things that I said when we began this process of bringing this into the market, that I wanted to feel the difference, and I wanted to feel the difference quickly, and I really do with IM8.
Do the kids and wife and everybody take it?
They all take it.
Really?
They all take it.
Because that's for me, I need something that the kids and the husband and everybody loves.
They all love it, all take it, all felt a difference.
But 60 days. That's how I feel. I feel like I look forward to having it actually in the morning.
Yeah,
so.
That's why I set up on the stage that I actually want to do it 2 or 3 times a day, which
I don't know.
It's probably not the right thing to do, but that's how much I like it.
Love it.
Trying to sleep better.
Yes.
That's one thing that I've always struggled with, whether it's, going to bed too late and then always being up very early. So I never usually get more than 7-8 hours of sleep, which I know you need kind of more than that. So I'm working on that. And then continuing my routine with working out. That's something that, working out, I've always said that it's not just about how you look, it's more about how you feel, mentally, physically, and working out has always been part of my routine for my whole life. So, to continue that now, even more so now, I think it's even more important now. I'm not an athlete anymore, and I'm not physically getting up every morning and throwing myself around the soccer field. I still continue to make sure that I have, those 3 things in routine.
I think I'm gonna share my sleep stack with you later, because I'm the same way, struggle with sleep. But as someone who's in your late 40s, you've shared your age. So
yeah, that's okay.
What are you doing so that you're not aging poorly? Because I think that's like, out of the 3 things that you're saying, all of them support your overall health. But like, what's your secret?
You know what? I take a very holistic approach to, to my health. It's not just about doing one thing. It's about doing multiple things. I watch what I eat. I watch what I drink. I try to work on my sleep. I put the right things in my body. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to start and obviously co-found IM8 with Danny and Professor Lowe and the team that we have, because there are so many different products out there. There are so many different options, and people get confused by that, and I get confused by that. I've been taking supplements for years.
Yes.
As an athlete, when I retired, I continued to take supplements, and I always felt that I was taking the right stuff, but I wasn't convinced. So that's when I said to Danny, okay, I want to do this, and I want to feel a difference, and I want to feel that it's making a difference, and I want to see that it's making a difference. And I think that's why we did what we've done, because that's important to us. And obviously we are living longer. we are looking after ourselves. More and more people are more interested in what they're putting into their bodies and how they can be healthy and how they can, live a healthier life than they have done in the past or what they want to achieve in the future. So that's why, I really am trying to do the best I can and also help people realise that they need to look after themselves and put the right things into them.
That's amazing. Great. I mean, we're all trying to age like David Beckham. So, and Victoria, by the way.
More so Victoria than me, maybe.
Thank you so much for being here. And thanks, guys, for watching.